All right, welcome Monday evening, and that can only mean one thing. That's Monday Mustang podcast. When you see me coming on here on your screen, and this evening we have one podcast scheduled, and that we'll be talking Ingleside Lady Mustang Softball. We'll have the head coach Kevin Lewis coming on here in just a bit, in a few minutes, and we do have a special guest, freshman number three, Luana Walker, is scheduled to join the podcast. So I'm excited to talk to Lana. She had a big game here in the area round. So we're definitely going to talk to her a little bit about her performance, talk a little bit about her stats, get her thoughts on how the team's doing. How excited are they? Because the Lady Mustangs are going to be going to the third round. Now, I talked to Coach Lewis a while back, and I said I think Ingleside can go 3+ rounds. I just felt like they had the offense. At times, you saw the offense during the season kind of struggle a little offensively, but the pitcher Kylee Ward had been great down the stretch, and I felt like that they were going to be able to get the offense going. And I thought once they did, they were going to be a tough out. That has been the case. I mean, not to jinx them, right? But they haven't lost a game in the playoffs. They're going to the third round and they're undefeated in the playoffs. So it's a great time to be a Mustang fan and to be able to cheer these girls on. They're doing something special here. I think this is going to be a very good 3-game series. As we'll get coach's thoughts on what he thinks needs to happen in this series to continue to advance and obviously win this series. But this can be good. I've seen a little bit of Devine. I don't know their district, but I think they were first place. So it's going to be a good one. And game one starts tomorrow. And then game two will be on Thursday. So you'll have that Wednesday off, and then Thursday, and if need be, Friday will be game number three if needed. And all three of these games will be in Three Rivers. So there's a little bit of a drive to get out there. I've been out to Three Rivers, never to the softball field, to the football. I think I was out there for the baseball field. But a little bit of a drive out there, but we hope all of the Mustang fans will go out there and cheer the Lady Mustangs on, right? We've got a great opportunity to win here and then go to the next round. That'd be awesome. And I think we have a good shot of doing that. Now, we have submitted a uh, a form to get approval to live stream the game. I did that early this morning. I've not heard back from them. We will not be available to go tomorrow. I talked to Coach Lewis over the weekend, and so Tuesday was not an option for us. I mean, yeah, tomorrow, but Thursday, yes, and need be Friday, yes. So we would be getting games two, and if need be game three, you can watch it on the stream. If we're approved, I should find out later tonight or tomorrow at the latest. I believe I checked right before I came on. I still hadn't received an email, but if we are approved, we will be able to stream game two and three. If there is a game three, you can definitely tune in and watch it. But we're not available tomorrow to get out to Three Rivers. My apologies, but we just can't get out there on Tuesday. But we will be available for Thursday and Friday. So if approved, I'll definitely put it up on the MPND Sports Network and let the community know. That way, if you can't make it out there, you can definitely support the Lady Mustangs through the live stream. So give me just a second here to send Coach Lewis the information so we can get him on. Again, so congratulations, man. I mean, when I can't get out to the games, we definitely watch them through Game Changer. I look at the stats, and like I said, man, sweeping Columbia, a really good team. We were out there to stream one game, and then Robstown. I felt we were the better team going into that area round, and we were, and took care of business. Now we're going on to round three, and my experience round three is once you get to this round beyond, it's tough. But the lady must, I mean, the pitching has been great. I think Kylee Ward has just been outstanding. And maybe the last 10, 15 games or plus. I mean, she has just been consistently good. The offense is coming together. They have been hitting the ball, and like I said, with that type of pitching, and if the offense gives her some runs, this team is going to be very hard to beat. And I said that they had a great opportunity to get out of the region, and I still feel that they're the best team in the region. So and I believe if they do beat Devine, then they will play the winner in the next round of the winner between Zapata in Wembley. So that'll be a case if the winner of Ingleside, and so if Ingleside beats Devine, they will then await the winner of the next round, which would be Zapata and Wembley. I think I'm telling you that correctly, but I'll get that confirmed here with Coach Lewis when he comes on here in just a bit. Just send him the info. And again, we are scheduled to have varsity player freshman Luana Walker. So definitely excited to get the opportunity to have her on here and talk to. It's always great when we have the players come on and join the podcast. I also want to let you guys know that next year, once the season ends here for us, definitely going to be looking to build our team. We've got a couple of months to do that because the next school year comes. We're going to be streaming the football games and volleyball. So we start with football and volleyball, right? And so we want to definitely build the crew that can go to all the home games and out of town games to stream the games. It's our equipment. We need one commentator and our tech guy. So if you're interested, definitely send me an email, gtsport6464@hotmail.com. And let me know so we can talk. We got a couple of months to get this all organized, but the tech guy just kind of gets trained on the camera, the monitors, to be able to put out there. And of course, the commentator, you just commentate the football game. I mean, the more you know about Ingleside, I mean, the better, obviously. But you don't need to know that if you just love football and want to come and commentate the game. It's good because there's a lot of people that can't make it out there. There's a lot of people that, you know, just they got to work or they live too far or they get out of work late and they can't make the out of town games. So it's a great way for the community to be able to watch the game. So it does benefit a lot for people to be able to watch it on the stream. So what we need to do is be able to build a team to get it out there, to be able to work the software, the equipment, and then obviously there's other stuff that we have as well. But we also want to get out to the community, to the businesses, and we got some great packages to be able to sponsor so that we can do the live streams, right? Because we pay our employees. It's a business, so we definitely don't ask volunteer. They come out and they get paid for what they do, so that's why there's training involved. So we'll definitely also in the next couple of months be out there hitting some businesses, knocking on some doors, wanting to talk to people. We got a contract. We've got so you can kind of read, what's available. We got season packages. We've got game day packages. So hopefully we'll be getting some businesses that can want to partner up with us, want to be able to sponsor us so that we can continue to do this. Like I said, it'll start off with football, volleyball, and then we'll continue to move to the other sports. So definitely if anyone's interested in being part of the team, gtsports6464@hotmail.com. Send me an email. We'll set up a time in a place where we can meet and talk. Definitely looking to build on what we're doing this year, next year. And there he is, Ingleside Lady Mustangs head coach Kevin Lewis. Coach, how you doing?
Doing well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Coach. So I want to let you know, Coach, that we did send the request in early this morning. I sent it in. You got to send it in like before noon, the day of the event. So it's been sent over. I may get something tonight or early tomorrow, but once I find out, I'll definitely let you know. I mean, we cannot get out there tomorrow because my tech guy, tomorrow is his last day of college. So once he's done, he'll be more available to help out to do more games. But he definitely tomorrow's his last day, so he's got to be at school. But Thursday, and if need be Friday, Coach will definitely be out there to stream those games. So we'll definitely be out there for game 2 and if need be game 3 at Three Rivers to live stream. So those that can't make it, games 2 and 3. If there is a game 3, you could definitely support the Lady Mustangs through our live stream. So, Coach, how are things going out there? Everyone excited? Round 3.
Yeah, I think they're excited. We'll Monday blues today at practice, but I think we'll be all right.
Coach, so before we get into all the good stuff, so how did it come about? Because I was thinking the earliest would be Wednesday. But did you win and say, hey, because I see an advantage for us Tuesday, because obviously for us, I'm thinking about us, right? If we pitch Tuesday and win, then Kylee gets a day rest before she has to go back out there. So I'm assuming that maybe we won and that's the way we set it up, or was that the way they wanted it set up?
Uh, Honestly, not getting into it too much, but it was kind of a headache.
Okay.
Um, and they, at the end of the day, they have something to do on Saturday.
Okay.
So we were just trying to fit all three in before Saturday.
Yeah, when I talked to you over the weekend, I didn't. I said, man, I know. I talked. Coach didn't tell me nothing about it Tuesday, and then when he sent it to me, I said, okay, well. And then I saw the advantage. I said, okay, maybe he'll because Kylee will get a rest, right? A whole day rest, like 2 days. So I said, maybe Coach kind of saw it this way. So either way, Tuesday, and then Thursday and Friday. All games will be played in Three Rivers at 7 p.m. So that's plenty of time to get us out there. I think maybe an hour and a half to 2 hour drive, a little under 2 hour drive, I think, for
Hour
me.
and a half.
Hour and a half too.
And also Friday's game, if necessary, it was to be determined, but I didn't think it was going to happen, but it ended up happening because I talked with Cal Allen. Cal Allen was going for a series, but they lost all the flips. So I got to kind of figure out Friday. We're playing after them, so it might be a little later than 7.
All righty. Well, there you go, Coach. Let me know. You can check it up on the MPND Sports Network, or the school will have it up as well. So definitely tune into that. And also on the screen, we have one of our varsity players, freshman number 3, Luana Walker. Luana, how you doing?
Good.
Well, thank you for coming out. The one thing I've told Coach Lewis is uh, after this season, obviously some of the seniors will graduate. They got to graduate, but I don't think we're going to miss a beat with the Lana Walkers, the Kiki Smith, the Kylee Moose. I mean, Coach got, I think you girls have played great this year. It's been really fun to follow you guys, your stats, and then when I've been able to go to the game. So I think with the freshmen, this little freshman group that's coming, and then whatever's coming from middle school, this program, it's going to be really good for the next foreseeable future, which is great, right? Win more district titles, or you'll be competing for district titles, and hopefully we'll make more deep playoff runs. And so I wanted to bring you on, well, Coach, because you had a big game. I heard that you hit actually, they were talking about, because there's some people in Ingleside that where I work, there's people that work there, and so they know that I do this. So when I went in, before I had even checked Game Changer, hey man, did you know Lon Walker hit a home run and hit the scoreboard? And I know I hadn't been able. I mean, this is like at 6:15, 6:30 in the morning that we're talking about this in there. Yeah, because they know that I follow. So I went in there. So there was already people that were telling me what you had done. So definitely want to. I saw your stats. Had a great game, great series. But Coach, let's before we get into talking to Lana here, let's recap this Robstown with you first here. I mean, without jinxing Ingleside, Coach, you're undefeated in the playoffs, right? You're going into the third round. You haven't lost a game. West Columbia, obviously, we thought, and they are tough, but we were able to sweep them. And then you go into Robstown. I thought that we would beat Robstown. I just thought we were the better team. If we played good, I thought we could win. And we do, Coach. And let's go into that game number 1. Ingleside gets the win in the area round 11-1. I'll talk a little bit about these performances. Number 22, Carol Rodriguez, 2 for 4, 1 run, 2 RBIs. Number 7, Bethany Aceves, 1 for 4, 2 runs. Number 9, Kylee Ward, 2 for 4, 1 RBI. Number 14, Avery Adame, 1 for 3, 1 RBI. Number 3, Luana Walker, 2 for 3, 1 run. Number 10, Dara Davila, 1 for 3, 2 runs, 1 RBI. So the team stats, 30 at bats, 11 runs, 9 hits, 6 RBIs. Total domination that the Lady Mustangs got. Looking at the stats, it was kind of close into the middle innings, right? We were up by 2 runs, but then in those later innings, we really were able to put it together. What did you see from the team in that game one?
I think we came out focused. Like you said, it was close early. I think we missed a chance there to kind of put the game away in the second inning, I believe that was. Um, and then Robstown, they're scrappy, so they battled back in the second to cut it to 3-1. They had a little momentum, and I don't remember exactly. Well, I do, yeah. In the fourth inning, the bottom of the lineup came up. I think Lana started it off with a hit, and then Dara got another hit, and Carol brought them in. And I think that was the when Beth hit the inside the park home run, or maybe I'm thinking of the fifth. I know it was one of those innings um, where we got some hits at the bottom, and then the top of the lineup brought them in.
Coach, this offense in the playoffs, it's gotten going. Toward the end, there was a little bit of like we were still, we couldn't really get those timely hits when we needed them. That is not the case in these last couple of games. The offense has come alive, and when the offense scores runs, with the way the pitch has been going, this team is going to be hard. And so far, going into the first 2 rounds, that's exactly what we're seeing. Offenses right now are having trouble putting up runs. Not only because of the way Kylie's pitching, but defensively, right? We're playing good defensively as a team. In the circle in game one, you had your stud, your all-star Kylee Ward, 5 innings pitch, gives up only 4 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 6 Ks. What can you tell us? I mean, that you haven't told us already, right? Because it seems like we repeat ourselves every week because her performance continues to be great.
Yeah, we were talking about it the next day. Looking at the stats, it's kind of like, man, she didn't do too bad. But I remember drawing it on the board for them that she pitched 100 pitches in game one in only 5 innings. So we kind of thought she really didn't have her best stuff, but they didn't really do anything with it. But she's going to hold it down like she's been doing. It's tough to get runs off of her, and we're going to need that performance tomorrow.
She's been great, and I'm just, like I told you the other day, we're going to promote her as much as we can. Not only Kylie, but all of the Lady Mustangs. There's a lot of talent over here in Ingleside. With some of the young girls, you've seen Coach bring some of them on. We've got one on now. But just a lot of talent, and what we try to do here on the podcast is give Coach and the players an opportunity to talk about this. That's what we talk about, the stats, to get them recognized, and as a team getting into that third round, if you weren't paying attention to Ingleside, you're going to now get into the third round. Those people start looking at who's in the playoffs. Oh, there's an Ingleside. Let's see, what they're doing. So, Lana, you guys are going to get recognized. You already recognized, last year what this team did. I know you weren't on the team last year because you were in middle school, but this team, I think, got noticed last year, especially when they played Cal Allen. So coming in, there was some high expectations. I was talking about that. I didn't know some of the younger girls, but really, I've been impressed with the way the freshmen have been playing. You had a home run in this series. Was that in game 2 or game 1?
Game 2.
Game 2. That's what I thought. That's what I had down. I wanted to make sure I got it right. So in game 1, listen, you had a great game 2, 2 for 3, 1 run. What was your mindset in game 1 going in? I mean, I've talked to Coach, and I told Coach a couple podcasts ago, I said, man, they're freshmen. He said, well, by now softball season, he said he doesn't consider you guys freshman classification, yes, but by now at the start of the season, yes. By this time into the playoffs, they're not playing like freshmen. They didn't consider you guys like freshmen. So for you, now you've been playing consistently. What was the mindset, first of all, in the area around? This is all new to you. What did you want to come out and say? Look, I see the first pitch. I'm not going to wait. I'm going to hit. What was your mindset going into game 1 in the area around?
Just to be confident and have energy.
You definitely had that. What did you know from the pitcher? Like, so when you're facing them, obviously for you, you've never faced this team, right? You don't know this pitcher. Is that something that you sit with coach or your assistant coaches or helping you understand? Or are you guys watching film? Like, how do you prepare offensively when you're going to go up against pitchers like what you saw in game one?
Before games we watch film and I just like pay attention to like where she pitches and like yeah.
You definitely are paying attention because we're going to be able to talk here what you did again too. You had a great series here against Robstown. Let me ask you, what does that do for your confidence? Like right now, obviously, your teammates they jump, they cheer you on. I'm sure your family cheers you on. What does that do for someone still very young, still growing, still learning the game, but doing very well this year and really having a great playoff series? Talk to us a little bit about your confidence. What are you feeling now going into the next round as far as confidence?
Um, I feel good and like after I hit the home run, it like boosted my confidence a lot.
Did it surprise you when you hit the home? Because that's your I heard this is your first home run, or have you hit one before in middle school?
Not in school ball, but in summer ball I've hit one.
You've hit one. So tell us a little bit about that. So you hit the ball. I heard you hit the scoreboard. So as you're running the bases, everyone's coming out, everyone's gonna cheer you. What was the feeling that you had when you were rounding those bases?
I was really excited. Like I couldn't stop smiling.
Were you jumping up and down, give coach a high five when you saw him coming around third base? Because man, that was great. Yeah, that's awesome. It's just a great feeling. I could just imagine going in what that does for any player as far as confidence in the playoffs. Because you're playing a second round team, so this team they're no joke. They're pretty good, right? But I can just imagine on it the confidence that it would give you at your age to say, "Hey, man, you know what? Let's go do another one in the next series." So that was awesome. And let's go ahead and get over to game two, so we can get your thoughts on that as well. So game two, that game was coming to Ingleside, and Ingleside gets the win 8-2. So again, another offensively dominating performance. Coach, let's talk a little bit about the stats. Number one, Leilani Smith getting into the action, 1 for 4, 2 RBIs. Bethany Aceves had the two walks. Kylee Ward had a walk. Luana Walker, another big game, 1 for 2, 2 runs, 3 RBIs, 1 walk. Maddie Agnew had a walk. Number 10, Dara Davila, 1 for 3, 1 run, 1 RBI. Team stats: 24 at bats, 8 runs, 3 hits, 6 RBIs, 5 walks, 4 Ks. It seems like we got on base. We were really patient at the plate. Got some walks. Before I go to Coach Lana, here you go. Anything you want to add? This is where the home run came. I think when you combine both games, I don't know. I would say you were the MVP. Big night offensively for you in game one and game two. Anything else you want to add?
No, sir.
As far as the series, well, I tell you, man, you're doing great. You're not leaving yet, but I just want to say I'm looking forward to the next 3 years. And I just think it's awesome. Not only you, but your teammates, your other freshmen. I think Coach Lewis has to be excited. Obviously, a little sad because you lose your seniors, right? So, I mean, it's always hard when you let them when you see them go and graduate. But knowing that you got some very young players, 3 years still in the program, and seeing what they're doing now, I think has to excite coach, obviously your assistant coaches, but the community of Ingleside to know that I don't think we're going to miss much of a beat with you young ladies taking a bigger role next year. Coach, talk to us about game two. I mean, if you won this game, you knew, I mean, going into this game, we were sitting pretty, right? Because if we did take the L, we still had one more. But 8-2, man, this team is rolling. What else can you tell us?
Yeah, yeah. Leilani had the big hit in the second inning. I think it was a double that got us 2 runs on the board. Then Beth knocked her in. I think it's missing a hit on here because I'm reliving the game.
Okay.
I know in the fourth inning or third inning when we scored 4, Kai walked, and I think that made. I want to say that made first and third, and they went to change pitchers, and I told Avery, "Hey, they're changing pitchers, so the defense probably, you know, sometimes when you change pitchers, you're changing your shortstop. So I thought maybe we would have an advantage if we bunted." And she laid a good bunt down. I'm assuming they gave it an error, but I think it was a hit. She laid a pretty bunt down, and then we had second and third. The next batter struck out, and then Lana hit the bomb, uh, which let me talk about her for a minute. As a freshman, you come in, and sometimes you're used to travel ball, and being a freshman, they're young. She was sick a lot early. Missed some practice time, and I believe when we were scrimmaging vets, I got onto her pretty bad because they hit a fly ball like straight up in the air, and our thing is the pitcher does enough, so if it's high, she's not supposed to catch it, and Lana let it drop, so I got on her pretty good, and just so she didn't let that happen again, being a freshman. And then, we've seen she started on JV, and then we didn't have a JV. And then, just the way things have worked out, she's been playing a lot in district. And we've just seen the steady growth. I know against Rockport, the second time over there, she made the last out, but she hit a rocket to left. And I know she was pretty sad about it. And I said, "Hey, if you would have got it up, it would have been to the trees over there. So, nothing that you did wrong." And so she's been working. She actually hit a home run off of Ward in practice. So we knew that it was kind of coming. You could see the way that when she hits the ball, it's jumping. And, that was just a big hit that really, to me, won the game because they changed pitchers. Um, so that means we had saw them both, and just to make it 7-2, you could just kind of see that Robstown knew that was probably the big hit, and credit to Lana for coming through for her team and herself and all of Ingleside.
Well, Ilana, too, I think when I look and I sit here and I watch, if I stream the game, I think to myself as a freshman, right? Like I love basketball, could I hit a big shot? I know I would want to take it, but I'm still so young, still learning. I think you guys never know in softball, because you're batting in order, right? So you don't know how the game's going to go. You might be bases loaded last inning, and it just kind of falls where you have to go up there, right? Because in basketball, it's a little different. Coach calls timeout, calls the play. You might not be involved in the play, right? You might set up a screen, but the freshman's not going to take the final shot. It's going to be someone else. But in softball, it's a lot different, right? Because you don't know where it's going to land. You're up, and if it's bases loaded and it's 2 outs, and the coaches are there, and you got to go up there, and it's everyone's watching you, right? Like it's a lot of pressure. And for you to be able every day, like coach says, just in practice, we didn't even know that you hit a home run off of Ward, right? We would have never known that. Kylie's probably saying, "Coach, why did you say that on the podcast? You should have just kept it in house." So coach might hear something from Kylie tomorrow. I don't know. Now I'm just joking, but it's good that coach says that because we don't get to see that, right? So when we, like he's saying, we know it can happen, and here it happens for you. And I think it happened in the playoffs. I wish we would have been able to stream that game so we could have had it. So maybe we'll be there for game 2 and 3. So maybe you can hit one there so we can have it on the stream if it goes to game 3. But I mean, I think you're doing a great job. And I've told coach plenty of times that over this year in the podcast that I've been very impressed with this freshman. Obviously, that includes you. Kylee Moore, I think, is great as well. So I'm just looking forward. I just think you guys are definitely putting in the work because when you have a performance like this, you can't do this if you're not focused, like you said, and putting in the work. So great job. Lana, and I hope to have you back on the podcast again a lot more next year as well. Maybe even this year because the season isn't over yet. We may go a couple of more rounds. You guys, I can't remember who told me. I think it was Leilani. Coach said it's state. You know, I think I asked her how far can this team go, and I think you have to say that. I think that's got to be the ultimate goal, whether you get there or not, right? And so we're halfway there. I mean, there's no reason to think this team can't get there. So definitely looking forward to this round. And like I said, we'll be there game 2 and game 3. So for you guys, sorry we couldn't be there tomorrow. We'll be watching through Game Changer. But then on Thursday, GT Sports, we will be out there, and I'll post where you can watch the game. It'll be on our YouTube channel, but definitely if you can't make it out there, tune in. And that's if we get approved, which I hope we've been getting approved the first 2 times. So I'll let you guys know once I get that email, maybe late tonight or tomorrow. But if we are approved, we'll be there Thursday, and need be Friday. We'll be there for game 3. Lala, before I let you go, is there anything else? Well, let me ask you, how's practice been going for you? I mean, you get the win, right? But now it's back to work. So all the celebration has got to be put to the side. How's practice been going? And tell us how the girls are feeling going into tomorrow. Because usually these playoffs, you guys don't play till possibly maybe Thursday or Wednesday. This game is a little early. It's already game 1 tomorrow. What's practice been like? And are you girls ready for tomorrow?
I think we are. On Sunday, a couple of us girls went to Bethany's house to hit and to get ready.
Awesome, awesome. Like I said, if you have not seen this Ingleside team, definitely when we stream, tune in, man. It's a very talented team, well coached. Coach Lewis does a great job out there with these girls. I'll never forget, Coach, when he told me when he first came here, "Hey, man, it's not just one round. Like we're gonna dream big. Like we're gonna go big." And you've done a great job, Coach. I know you're never gonna come in here and pat yourself, so I'm gonna do it for you. When we see these girls play and we see the growth of every player, man, you and your assistants, that's where the credit is because you're setting the foundation as a leader here, right? Like you're getting these girls to believe every practice, every game. You're taking them far. And sometimes people say, man, why are we going and playing so far? And why are we playing these teams that are really beating us? Well, community, this is why Coach Lewis does it. It's not about whether we win or lose at the start. It's to prepare these girls to be able to do what they're doing here in the playoffs. Because when you get to the third and those kind of rounds, you're going to see pitching and speed like he has seen over there. So definitely, Coach, you definitely know what you're doing. Obviously, you've set a strong foundation. These girls believe, and we're just glad to have you here in Ingleside with all of this success. Lana, thank you very much. I want to wish you good luck, safe travels up there and back. And if you have another big game, and if you happen to hit a home run, Coach is gonna have to bring you back next week on the podcast. He's just gonna have to, right? So I'll give you the final word. Anything you want to add? Any shout outs?
I think we can win. I feel confident.
Absolutely. I know you guys can, and I hope you guys do. And I hope we're going into the fourth round. Because, Coach, before Atlanta goes, so the winner of if we win, right, which we will. So let's just say it this way, Gabriel. When we win, we will play the winner of Zapata and Wembley. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Because we saw Wembley. All right. Well, there you go. All right, Lana. Well, thank you very much. Have a good night. Get a great night's sleep, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for coming on.
Bye.
Bye. Coach, you got yourself some great, great freshmen there, man. I tell you, you ain't gonna miss a beat at all when those seniors are gone. They'll be missed, but my goodness, these girls are just playing at a high level. So
Yes,
let's
sir.
talk a little bit about Devine. I know a little bit, so I think they won their district. This is a tough team. So by no means is it we're gonna earn every run, we're gonna earn every strikeout. This is a pretty good team. What can you tell us about Devine?
Yeah, they got a good sophomore pitcher, Taylor, I believe, number 17. She has a good changeup. Throws about 57, I believe. We clocked her at. She'll try to get you to swing at a rise or change early in the count. So we need to be disciplined. Um, or just hit, if she doesn't, you never know the game plan, but if she's putting it down the middle, we just got to hit our pitches, basically. They they got some home run hitters from looking at the stats. I believe they have 17 home runs as a team, and they're 26-5. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be just like a third round opponent should be.
Yes. Absolutely. I've seen them. I think they were first in their in district, but I didn't know how tough their district was. But definitely when you get to the third round, both teams are going to be good. I think it comes down to errors and who makes those hits, right? And who doesn't make those errors is probably going to win this game. But for a fan, I mean, this is going to be a good series. This is going to be a really good series. It's going to be back and forth. You know, you're hearing coach talk about their pitcher. We know what we got going into this game with Kylee Ward. So what I pray for is injury free on both sides, that everyone's healthy, because that's what you want when you see a good game. Safe travel for the teams to get over there and back home safely, and have a good game. And then that extra prayer comes in where we hope we win and we advance. Right, that's exactly what we want. Coach, for the Lady Mustangs, what do you feel is the one thing that we've got to do good, whether that's offense or defense, that you feel like there's a lot of things we got to do, but what's the one thing you say, if we do this, then we're going to put ourselves to win in any one of these games?
Be disciplined at the plate.
Yeah, can't chase those bad balls, can you?
Yeah.
But this is going to be great. And again, I'm sorry that we can be out there. We have submitted our request. I did it early this morning. So usually it comes in early in the morning the next day. But as soon as I find out, hopefully we will be approved. I will definitely text coach and let him know as soon as I get the yes or the no. And then I'll write something up here on the network. And then, of course, like I said, we can't be there tomorrow. My tech guy is in college, and he's tomorrow's his last day. And then from then on, he'll be more available. So we can't make Tuesday, but definitely Thursday, we will be out in Three Rivers. So if you cannot make the game, we're approved. Definitely support the Lady Mustangs through the live stream. We'll let you know where you can watch. It's on our YouTube channel. And then if there be a game three that we need to play game three, we'll be back out there at Three Rivers once coach gives us the info and the time. But definitely you can, if you can make it out there, support the Lady Mustangs through the live stream. And coach, it's been great. It's been a great season. I mean, I said this, that I think we'll get out of the region. I mean, I just think we're that good. Just looking at the bracket, winning this one, and then this one's going to be tough, and so is the next one. But I think we have the kids. If we play our game right with discipline, we give ourselves a chance. I don't see why we can't get out of this region. There's nothing that I would say if we play great. I know we can compete with these teams. So if it's our game, if we don't make any errors, there's no reason to believe the Lady Mustangs can't get out of the region. And then I haven't really looked upon that, but I do think that we have a great opportunity to win this round, win the next round, and get ourselves and be regional champs. So hopefully it works out the way I think it will be. But coach, thank you for coming on. Coach will be back on next Monday again if he's available. But coach, I'll give you the final word, man. Anything you want to add?
Third round, we need everybody out there like we had Thursday night. The girls really feed off the crowd. So if you can make it, he's not streaming. So come out there and help us bring game one home.
And coach, even in game two, right? You will be out there still. Take that drive out there. I mean, honestly, the girls, I think they feed off of the excitement, the yelling, the being loud. I mean, when the girls see that excitement from the fans, and when they're loud, when they make a good play or there's a good hit, that could be the difference in getting that game one win, game two win that's needed. So even if it is streaming, we definitely invite all of the Mustang fans to drive up there. Like coach, it's an hour and a half drive. Man, we do it for other sports. We do it for football because I've seen it, right? So this is a great opportunity, man. These girls are in the third round with an opportunity, a really good opportunity. I want to stress this, to win this series. And you're the teams, it's not always a given that, oh, next year we'll be back out there. You never know. So this is a special set of young ladies who have worked really hard all season. They set a goal, and right now they're at where they want to be. They're exceeding. They want to exceed their goal, and coaches have a responsibility to coach. Players play. They've got to work. Coaches stay up late trying to figure out how they're going to win. Players put on a hard work at practice, get up early, stay late. The least we can do as the community is to take that hour and a half drive after what I just said and go cheer. It's not that hard. So I hope we get all the Mustang fans out there, as many as we can, standing room only for game one. That's tomorrow at 7 at Three Rivers against Devine. We hope to see everyone out there. Coach, safe travels. And I hope when we are coming back, you're telling me that we got game one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You game two. Yes, sir. We'll talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Yes, sir. And I want to thank everybody, Coach Lewis for coming out. I want to thank Luana Walker for coming out, also joining the podcast. It's always fun when they come out. But again, game one of the third round tomorrow in Three Rivers. It is a little bit of a drive, but I'm telling you, it's exciting to get to the third round. And hopefully we'll have a lot of fans out there. Game time starts at 7. So if you get up at 5, you still got plenty of time to make it out there. So hopefully we'll get a big crowd. And again, I should find out tomorrow if we're approved. Once I find out, I'll let Coach Lewis know. And then I'll definitely put it up on our network so you guys can know. And approved, we'll definitely be there for game 2. And if need be, game 3. Again, thank you very much. And go Lady Mustangs. Let's go and get game 1. And then we'll get game 2. And we'll be off to the next round. What a special time for these young ladies representing Ingleside. We got a great a group of young ladies, very talented with good coaching. So let's get out there tomorrow and let's cheer our Lady Mustangs to a victory. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you guys soon.